Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 8 of the course. Congratulations, you're still here. Week 8, almost halfway there. But seriously, being a student can be an arduous experience, an arduous journey. So give yourself a pat on the back. It can be an especially tough and arduous experience when your professor doesn't turn in your essays promptly. Yesterday, I'm assuming you're watching this on Monday, March 4th. So yesterday was March 3rd, Sunday, March 3rd. That's exactly 2 weeks since you turned in your first papers. So, and I've not returned them yet. So mea culpa, my fault, I'm sorry. I usually try to get major writing projects back within 2 weeks so you can get some feedback for your next projects. I'm just a little behind, but in the next few days, I will be marking those and get you feedback on all of your efforts for that paper. But enough of my excuses. Let's get to the fun stuff this week in the course. It's all about getting ready for our debate, which is coming up in week 9. So I just took a quick look at the discussion board forums for your groups for the great debate. And, well, a few people have posted, and kudos to those who have posted, but shame on those who have not. There's only a few people who have posted so far. So you really do need to get there and start posting and deciding who's going to do what role and start working on your ideas and brainstorming. You have 1 week to get this ready. Remember, the debate starts on Sunday, March 10th at midnight. Before that, really, because you need to post before that. You need to have all your ideas and everything before that. Anyways, the debate kicks off on Sunday, March 10th. That's a week. Well, again, if you're watching this on Monday, that's less than a week. So, in about a week, we start the debate. If you're having trouble finding your discussion forum, you first need to find the group that you're part of. So you need to look for that button on your screen somewhere that says groups. I'm not sure where it will be on your screen. I can't really guide you specifically because it depends on what your device you're using. On my laptop, it's one place. If you're using a phone, say an Android is one place. If you're using an iPhone, it's another place. iPod, another place. So you need to find that button that says groups. You might have to go outside of our course to your main menu on Canvas, and you might see an option for groups there. Please do look for it. Get in there, I would say today, if you haven't posted already, and start posting. So one thing I noticed in the few comments that are already posted to these discussion forums is that people are being very polite and nice and don't seem to really care what role they play in the debate, which is great. I'm glad to see everybody's open to taking on whatever role the group needs them to take, all that kind of stuff. But, you need to lock that down and start planning. So one way we might think about this when you're thinking about which role you want to play is maybe think about the deadlines that are coming up for each part of the debate, right? Remember, the presenter, so your 2 or 3 people who are presenting opening arguments for your case, they need to post by Sunday, March 10th by midnight, right? So they need to post by next Sunday, right? That'll leave 2 days for the rebutters to post. They'll have 2 days and they'll post before Tuesday, March 12th at midnight, 11:59 p.m. And then there's another 2-day period for the responders, and they'll post their comments before Thursday, March 14th at 11:59 p.m., midnight again, and then another 2 days, and then the summarizers will post before Saturday, March 16th at 11:59 p.m., right? So there's a 2-day work period between each part of these of the debate. And then everybody will post on Sunday to chime in about how they think the debates went and who they think should win the debate, okay? So, if you have to work Tuesday through Thursday, you have a lot of work, you have a lot of family obligations, a lot of school. Maybe you want to volunteer to be one of the presenters or the summarizer. Or let's say you're busy next weekend, and busy and you're working Monday and Tuesday. So maybe you want to volunteer to be the responder who posts on Thursday or the summarizer on Saturday, right? So maybe think about your own schedule when you're thinking about which role in the debate you want to play, okay? Also, you need to think about who's going to fill in for people who don't maybe pull their weight, right? You might, unfortunately with group projects, sometimes people don't pull their weight. That's just a sad fact of life. So you might want to think about, okay, if X person doesn't do what they're going to do, can I jump in and, quickly put something together and post it? If someone doesn't pull their weight in the group, it's only going, they're going to lose the marks for the group, but, it's going to negatively affect your performance as a whole with your group as well. So you need to think about, okay, if X goes wrong, what do we do? What can I do? Can I jump in? Okay. So think about contingency plans. And I'll just say on the side too, we're not doing this group project just as a torture device, right? Something onerous that you don't want to do. Chaffey College does surveys with regional employers all the time around the college area, and we ask employers, what do you want from college graduates? And one of the top things they always tell us, one of the things is the ability to communicate in writing and orally. The other thing is the ability to work in groups. Right, to work on projects in groups in the workplace. That's an important skill in a lot of modern workplaces, so that's part of what we're working on for this project, as well as practicing our argumentation skills and all the other stuff we've been working on this semester. But part of this is actually something that is an important skill to start developing. And sometimes when you work in a group, again, somebody doesn't pull their weight, but you can't just, say, oh, well, X person didn't pull their weight, therefore I don't care. We'll let the project, go down the toilet. Sometimes, we need to pull somebody else's weight, right? But, like I said, don't worry. If somebody doesn't play their role, they're only going to suffer. You need to think about your own performance in that group and trying to win the debates, okay? Not that any of your mark is dependent on winning, but good performance usually leads to success, so that's what you want to keep in mind. Finally, for the debate, you need to post a video of your performance, right, for the debate. You can't simply post your comments, your written comments. I want to have a more exciting, interesting debate going on than just people posting, a page of comments, right? So that being said, I don't care if you get someone else to read your script if you don't want to be on video for some reason, right? If you feel shy or you don't want your image out there on the internet in that way, you can film somebody else reading your comments, or you can do something more creative, like using, I've got a number of programs listed below in the comments. I've added some links. There are many other programs you could use, but these are just some that I've used a little bit. I'm not super familiar with them, but I've used them a little bit. There's one called Powtoons. There's another one called Animatron. And these are both programs you can use to create little cartoons. And you can do voiceovers for the cartoons, or you can add like a script to them. So that would be an option. Or there's another program I use sometimes called Screencast-O-Matic. Again, the link is down there. And this lets you capture your screen, your computer screen as you go through it, so that you could have like pictures and you could click through them and you can talk over them. So you can do like a little show. You can show us pictures, and it just gives a kind of a visual element to this. It will give a visual element to your debate comments, right? So some of these options will require more legwork, right? You might have to create an account. The ones I've linked below are all free, and there are many other options. You can, I'm sure some of you are way more computer savvy than I and are into Adobe and all that kind of stuff. So if that's your thing, then definitely you could do that. But some of these options will require probably more work. You have to learn how to use the program, sign up for them, et cetera, et cetera. Your easiest option by far is just to turn on your webcam, write a script first, turn on your webcam, and then just start talking for 2 minutes and do it that way, like I'm doing right now, right? That's by far your easiest option, but feel free to try a more creative route if you're interested. Anyways, please do get involved in your group and start working on your debates. I will be sending out another video, shorter. I can see this video is almost 10 minutes already. I think that's by far my longest. I'll send out another video in a few days with some feedback on your essays and advice for the debate. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns in the meantime, please do feel free to email me. Have a good week preparing for your debate. I look forward to seeing them. Okay, bye-bye.